Welcome back to another episode of Not Enough Thumbs. We are on episode 82 this week, and we're going to talk about World War Z from 2013. The sponsor this week is Empowered Birthing Services.
Yeah, alright, so as you could probably guess from the title, World War Z, this was a zombie movie.
You're getting a little bit more creative with the zombie titles, because there are about a bajillion zombie movies now.
Yeah, our son wanted to watch this one, so we threw it on. We had seen it years ago.
Yeah, it had been some time.
It was a decent zombie movie.
Starring,
basically,
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, Brad Pitt. He's a decent actor. I kind of enjoy watching him in this movie, especially. He used to be a Special Forces, former United Nations employee.
Okay,
I guess
there
is
we go.
what it says here. So, he had been retired. But then this crisis with the zombie apocalypse broke out, and he was recruited back in exchange for protection for his family. So he went on the mission to try to go for a cure for the
I guess so.
condition.
Do you recall the reason why everybody started turning zombies? I can't remember.
I can't recall.
Okay. One of my favorite parts of this film is where, they got the team together, they're gonna go to where they need to fix things, and then they get down, and then their only supposed hope, the doctor, dies. And so now they
barely gets off the plane.
I mean, it's a classic zombie movie move where the writers decide to throw hopelessness at you, which is a great tool in these kinds of movies. You don't want to think that there's going to be any kind of good ending to this. 28 Days Later was good at this. Dawn of the Dead was also good with this. Yeah, where you just don't see any kind of great ending at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, this one, you didn't really have the closure on what happens. It doesn't really say what happens. It just ends with, we have a lot more work to do.
Just some half
But they
solution.
did find a way, instead of finding a cure, like always seems to happen in these zombie movies, like I Am Legend, they come up with a cure by the end.
Yep.
This one, he didn't come up with a cure, he came up with a camouflage.
Yes, they used an existing disease because apparently
A bacterial infection, like meningitis.
These zombies were looking for
Healthy hosts.
healthy.
Yeah.
And if you were infected, they just kind of walked around you or ran around you.
Yeah, so if you had some kind of illness, like he noticed when he saw this kid with cancer, and the zombies just kind of walked around him and did not infect him, did not touch him, did not anything. It acted like he didn't even exist. And so that triggered in him hey, what if we infect ourselves with a bacteria that makes us sick? Will it work? Well, then he tests it on himself, because it was either he was stuck in this room getting the bacteria
faced
from
with one zombie
poo,
on the other side.
and there was a zombie on the other side. So it was either I take this bacteria and possibly die, or I walk out and die anyway. So I might as well infect myself and see what happens.
There's a lot of good use of tension in this movie, the uneasiness in a lot of these scenes where they're having to face potentially alerting the local zombie population.
A little bit of fakiness
them.
with that too, because he kicks a can at one point and it was excessively loud. There was one can of soda and it sounded like a giant crash.
Yeah.
So it was a little ridiculous as far as that. But so the family ends up safe. They end up in the safe zone in Nova Scotia, and he does reunite with them at the end. So that is a good thing. He thinks that all hope is lost. He's not going to get to reunite with them. So many times he should have died in a plane crash and several other things. But he ended up making it out.
Yeah, years ago I saw on the internet that somebody had made an XY graph. The x-axis was fast and slow. The y-axis was smart and dumb. And so people would plot movies on this graph of that represented what kinds of zombies were in each film. And so this particular movie had fast and dumb zombies.
Hey, they weren't that dumb though. They scaled the wall in Israel and got over and infected the whole town.
That's true. They used teamwork.
They did. So I would say that's not very dumb.
And the people in the zombies
and
in I Am
they reacted
Legend
to sound.
also,
So any sound they would go to, that's pretty smart. I would say.
That is pretty smart. Now the Walking Dead zombies, those are the slow and dumb ones.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
So rating.
Oh, that's right. This is a
It's a
pretty
decent
good one.
zombie movie.
7.5.
Yeah, I agree. 7 to a 7.5 is what I would rate this one.
Yeah.
All right,
Cool.
so that's World War Z from 2013.
Thanks for joining us this week, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.